Tune in, it's Midweek Flow. Their insights, they got more to show. You feel the beat, you're in the know. With Kurt and Andy, watch that knowledge grow. They riff and ramble, stats and strat. Marketing gems, yeah, they chat all that. So grab your notes, come take a seat. Engagement's high, they're oh so neat. With Kurt and Andy, no retreat. Midweek musings, they can't be beat. They break it down in layman's terms. With every tip, watch your passion burn. Midnight chimes, but we're just starting. Sales and funnels, watch them charting. Kurt and Andy like a duet so smooth, making complex simple in every move. Conversion magic in the air tonight, with tactics so sharp they're shining bright.
Bananas. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good night, and all that good stuff, depending on where in the world you're watching from.
And of course, Katanga.
Happy Friday, everybody. Good to be here. Doesn't feel like Friday to me. It's a very odd week.
Feels like the third Friday of the second month.
Yeah, but it certainly is. It is that, I think. And so we're live, and we're live on the YouTubes, and we're live in the school group and everywhere. So this is...
We're actually public on YouTube. We are not hidden, unlisted, scarce, can't find us. We're there.
And as you will notice, we've been joined by someone way more handsome than us. It's Mr. Stephen.
He's got a handsomer voice. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Well, you know, I try, and then 15 minutes later, I try again.
There we go.
So we got Mr. Stephen's going to be telling us all about his new launch in just a moment. But before we let him do that, let's just very quickly ask him to fill us in on what else he's been up to, because he's been up to a lot. What have you got? You've got loads going on YouTube. You've got loads going on. Give us a quick rundown.
I have had the weirdest 3 months. It's coming up to, it'll be 3 months on the 15th. Start about half a month in. So what happened was that my mum had to go into hospital and have an operation. And so I took some time off because I knew I'd have to help her out with some things. But I still had a bit of time to myself. And so I thought, all right, well, whilst I'm doing this, I'll start this YouTube channel that I've been kind of thinking about for a while. And it's all been about these things here. These are what are known colloquially as retro handhelds. So these are devices that are, this particular one is the new hotness, as all the kids are saying. This is the AYN Thor.
Is that what the kids are saying now?
Yeah, apparently. This is a dual screen device that will play DS, 3DS, that sort of thing. But it also plays games all the way up to Switch. So this is quite an expensive thing. But you can get cheaper things as well, like this. This is the Anbernic 34XX SP. They're not all clamshells, but, you know, which it looks exactly like the old Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah.
And it plays exactly like it. That screen is exactly the same aspect ratio as the old Game Boy Advance. And yet you get images on here that are upscaled, and it looks an awful lot better. And I saw these things in February in adverts. And I thought, this must be a scam. I'd seen an ad for saying, look, get this device. It plays thousands of games. And so I went onto YouTube expecting to see a load of people with videos going, don't buy this thing. It's going to explode in your children's faces. Which it didn't. I found a whole community of people who love these things, makes and models that I wasn't even expecting. and I just really got into them as well as the actual process of playing games and all that stuff, and revisiting games from when I was a kid. And started a channel when I had a bit of free time, and I thought, well, I can do this, and I can make a little graphic, and I can, make an introduction, and it was all the sort of things that I kind of enjoy doing anyway. And it's just exploded. I was monetized within 52 days,
Wow.
which, for those of you who don't know, that means you've got
Wow.
1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch. Yeah,
Watch
4,000
time.
hours of watch time.
To do that in under 60 is well impressive.
Well, most people take 5 to 7 months
Yeah.
to get to that threshold. So in under 2 months is just incredible. I wasn't expecting it. A lot of people, I don't think were expecting it. I am now up to 3,396 subscribers as of the moment.
Almost
video that
4K.
I know I might make 5K by Christmas. That'd be amazing.
I don't think you're going to have to be buying many of these handhelds.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well,
I can almost guarantee you will be over 5K by Christmas, because what you're talking about is handheld. That's games. It's potential gifts.
Well, that is it, and a lot of people get a lot of traction at this time of year. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right. The video that I released yesterday, which is about that Thor, has already got nearly 17,000 views just on one video in less than 24 hours. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, that's been going quite well. And it does mean, because I've made a bit of money from that, because YouTube, just to give you an idea of it, when you've got some videos that are quite big, YouTube said that my estimated revenue, this is over the last 28 days, is $335. So it's not, you can live on this.
Yeah.
No.
Start,
It's
well, to go from nothing, a standing start, and
yeah.
I mean, admittedly, if you look at what you've done, and those that are into Society 11 know, because we've been kind of following it a little bit and occasionally giving you a mention on what you're doing. But I mean, it is you have hit it on a really professional level. But
I mean, I think everything I've done, because when I've been on these things, I've said, look, I'm a content creator. Well, this is me showing that. Everything I've done here, I've created. I haven't outsourced anything. It's all been me doing it, or me sending a few things to AI. Not very much, not as much as you'd think, probably. But the few things have gone, oh, I can do that with AI, and it'll come. I'll get a result.
I think this is the other thing, isn't it? It's you're the same as the approach we've taken with AI. We're very much, it's a power tool. It's not going to do everything for us. That wishful thinking, and I think there are still some things. Now, can you get it?
I mean, it won't do most things for you, but the things that it can do would save you hours. So I'm using it for all of my research. I'm using a Deep Agent for all of my research. And I can just tell it to go away and find out what people are saying about this and find out. So very quickly, I've got an overview of what the community thinks, what problems are coming up with a particular unit, what the specs are for particular units, what other units are available that will play the same sort of systems and stuff. And that has, it's saved hours and hours and hours of time. And all I've really got to do is sit down with a microphone. This is the other way I'm using AI to write my scripts without AI actually writing my scripts.
Right.
I'm sitting with ChatGPT open, because ChatGPT has this amazing thing where I can just talk to it and it'll translate what I've got into text. It'll just do it automatically, and it does it with all the punctuation in the right place. It is fantastic. It is free, and it means that I can just literally sit and talk to a microphone, and I'm essentially building a video up very slowly over time. But it does mean that a 20-minute video might take me about an hour to write, and that's good. I mean, that's really good, solid script as well at the end of it.
I'm actually getting really good. Finally, I'm getting really good use out of a device I've had forever, my mobile phone, because I'm not a big mobile user. I don't like apps. I don't like it's my phone is a phone, and I text on it and a few other things, right? But boy, with I'm using Gemini at the moment. I have used ChatGPT. You can use I'm using Gemini Live, and I just have it on my desk, and I just hit a button, and I'm just chatting to it while I'm doing other things. And my experience with it has been amazing, because you can talk at it for half an hour if you want, and then it will go, okay, let's work all this out. It's just incredible for that. It's like having having a business partner in the room. Anyway, that's not what
I think it isn't, but it's so interesting. I think more than ever now, AI is becoming a little bit more niche. So you can, Chat GPT is great for kind of overall stuff. But if you want anything written word, if you want anything, because I've used a few posts I'm using Claude. So I've signed up to Claude again, which I was using Abacus for. Abacus, I've got to make a decision in the next 2 days. Do I keep it at the level it's at? Do I drop it down to the tenner a month? I think is the sort of standard thing. And where I'm going to go with that? I've still got CArt for occasional things, which actually I'm mostly using with on the business side of things. And then AI Studio, which is completely free. There are rate limits, but you've got to put so much into there before you get rate limited. AI Studio from Google, which is all the Gemini models, Nano Banana, all of that sort of thing. And that's the sort of the main one that I go to if I need something sorted out. And you've got to be careful with which one, because some of them will just outright lie to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
if you figure out what the quirks are, then all of a sudden you've got this sort of suite of tools that you can jump into. And actually, you don't really have to pay for any of them, which is great. You do have to
watch that hallucination thing.
Right.
I did a load of research yesterday and the day before using Gemini, and then I took that research and I went through it myself, and I was like, it's all spot on, the research. So now we're gonna turn this into usable content in my voice. So I've got my massive writing prompt that I feed in, and I start generating stuff, and I'm going, that isn't true. That isn't in the research. It's completely in between.
This is why you need to read the research first. You need to have that knowledge before.
Yeah, I think that is the giveaway. I don't care that people are using AI to generate stuff, but you still need that human expert eye over it.
I think you do. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. I think anyone who is using AI has to decide what level of AI they want to use in their business. If you're front facing and you're in certain communities, then AI is going to kill you completely because they don't like it. If you're like me and you want to do a lot of stuff, I mean, the thumbnails I'm putting together for YouTube take about 4 hours to do because I kind of refuse to try and do it with AI because I've got this thing I want to achieve, and so it's all what level of it is right for you.
I'm still doing my book covers and my thumbnails in Canva because I can sit there with AI and go, no, now adjust this, and it is getting better. But by the time I've done all that prompting, I can go, Canva, that template's nice.
Yeah.
Put that font in, change that, put my picture there.
It's too easy to do, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm done. So there are some
AI is being built into. I mean, the Photoshop 2026 it's in beta now, and there are so many AI tools. They're now splitting up the premium stuff, which is going to have some more different AI models from different companies, all built into this, or the standard version, which you get with normal Photoshop. And they're already integrating Nano Banana into that because it's been such a good model. So mix these two things together, and suddenly you've got something which is, pretty solid and backed by Adobe, who's got years of experience in building the software.
Right.
Well, I know a lot of people are using Nano Banana and then VO3 in order to produce amazing videos, or Sora 2 to produce amazing videos.
Sora 2, and was it Seabase or something like that? There's another one which I've used a couple of times, and it's been really good.
And the beautiful part about Nano Banana is it can create consistent characters with different looks, different angles, different clothing. Then you take it over to the video side, and then you have a consistent character throughout video clips, etc.
I've watched a few things where people are making a whole film, or at least a bit of a narrative bit of video with these tools, and some of the results that people are getting are absolutely incredible. That's kind of the next frontier. It's whether or not people want to really spend the money, because at the moment it's quite expensive to generate that much video to get it right. But it's getting to a point where it's becoming more affordable, or computers are getting good enough that some of these things you can run on your computer.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anyway, we actually were going to talk about something else today, so we will get to that. Mr. Stephen, as well as doing all the YouTube stuff, all this AI stuff, all your handheld stuff, everything, you've also miraculously found time in there to put together a useful product for people who want a what amazing fast free hosting service.
Yes.
Well, this is I'm trying to solve problems for people, and one of the big problems that people keep saying is, "Oh, well, I want to do landing pages, but I don't know what I should use," and I need to put a WordPress site up or something like that. And we're at 2025 now. You don't need WordPress. It still runs a hell of a lot of the internet, but it's not as well supported as it used to be. You don't want to pay a fortune for hosting, and actually even sort of basic hosting costs $5 or $6 a month, but in order to run anything with a database on, so again we're going back to the WordPress sites, you're talking about something like $12, $15, $20, just so that it's fast enough for you to be able to run it and people won't navigate away as soon as they try to get to you. Or you could pay for something like ClickFunnels. You could spend $100 a month on something like that.
Right.
And that's a lot of money, especially if you're not making very much at the moment. It's a lot of money to come out of your... businesses will live and die on cash flow. And the more that you have to put towards a different tool, the less cash flow you have for other things. And especially now, when AI is all over the place and you probably need to pay for one AI thing somewhere along the line, then that money is better spent if you know...
Absolutely. I'm paying for more than one because I think like we were saying earlier, I don't think there is currently or that there ever will be a one thing fits all.
One size fits all. Yeah.
There'll be a good general one that most people will use for most things. But when you want to go specific, so I'm using Gemini for lots of research, but then I'm jumping over to other things to build an app. I'm going to another tool too if I'm doing writing. Going to another,
So what I put together is a product called 100% free hosting, and it's an information course. It's not me selling you hosting or anything, so don't think that.
No, it's free. How could you sell free?
Be dodgy. Well, exactly. It's what you're using is a industry standard enterprise server to host all of your websites from one of the biggest names on the internet. It wasn't the biggest name on the internet 5 or 6 years ago, but now it has become one of the biggest. It's a backbone of the internet. And you will be able to do this completely for free with static websites. So my philosophy behind all of this is break away from WordPress, break away from dynamic websites, because they cost a lot of money to maintain. They can easily go wrong. They can easily get hacked. You have to spend money on plugins every year to keep up some of those premium plugins, or themes. If you buy a premium theme, you've got to buy it every year. All of it mounts up incredibly quickly.
Or that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I got rid of my final WordPress site a week ago. I have no more WordPress in my business anywhere.
I have
WordPress. Going to get there, but at the moment, all of my sales pages are on it, and I haven't got another way of doing it yet. But I will. I will get there eventually.
My final WordPress site the other day, and it felt good.
I can imagine it did. I really did. Yeah. And so that's what this product is about. It's all about, this is how you host a static website. And there's a bit in there that I show you how to get a static website as well. And it's a tool that you guys have talked about before. I won't mention it now, but you guys have talked about it before. I've made a little thing, which I hope still works because it did when I made it, which is a little program that runs on your computer. And because this tool, when on the free tier, is a bit limited in a few things, and that just removes a few of the limitations. It doesn't hack the software at all. It just changes a few folders around so that you can save things out, and you can make sure that you've got enough websites and things. But I do say on there, look, if you like the tool, go and buy it, because it's worth buying it if you're going to use it that much. If all you want to do is like 3-page websites, it's fine. If you just want to do landing page, it's fine. But other than that, it's go and buy something because it's kind of worth it, or wait until my next product where I'm going to be showing you how to build websites in AI. So that'll be fun. But yes, so that's 100% free hosting. I don't know if I can actually show you. I don't know where the buttons are. Share, is that it? Share screen.
It should be care.
Don't show these tips again. Choose the right window. So this, if you want to bring that onto screen,
I'm bringing it.
Is one of the example websites that I've got now. On the sales page, I've actually shown you what the rating is for all of these things because they're really fast. If I reload this, this is a Shift Control reload, so it reloads the whole thing. That's how fast it is. That little blip there is how fast it loads up, and the same for this one, which is a photography website. It's got a load of portraits and things on, and the same for this one, which has got, this is a big website with lots of stuff on it, and it just loads ridiculously quickly. And again, ridiculously quick loading. You can sort of click through to some of these things. So you can see the speeds that I got on the website where I've posted the actual results. If you want to promote this and you see the JV page, I've actually put links to these websites on the thing as well.
Nice.
So yeah, there's loads of these things, and all of these were generated with AI as well. So it's
well, Doug's saying that there's 475 million WordPress websites out there, so therefore you have got a ton of potential customers.
I mean, it's still about 43% of the internet is run by WordPress.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. That will drop, but
sure. Now, if you're thinking about this and you're going, well, how could I use this? I'm not making any money at the moment. One of the things you could do is take somebody's site, rebuild it, and then put it on this incredibly fast hosting for them and then charge them monthly. Because there's no reason why you couldn't do that. And because of the way that this is set up, it is entirely possible to have multiple accounts with this thing. So you don't need to have all of your eggs in one basket, if you see what I mean. You can have lots of different accounts. You've got maybe just one site in, or it's just, handling one
and
thing.
It's not difficult to set up a new... I mean, if you were doing this, an ideal way approach might be you make a new Gmail account, you make a new account on that, you do the site and everything else. And you've even got the option, if you want to, rather than to sell the whole thing as a done deal.
That's true. If you want to flip something, you just give it to them. Yeah. And the other thing that I'm showing you in this, which is something I found quite by accident, actually, is how to get a free email address, again, on pretty solid servers, not through Gmail, but how to get an actual email address with your domain name on, so that it looks more professional, and so that you're not swamped by things into your email, into your Gmail account. And that was something I found. I thought that's a really nice little thing that people should know about. And I'm using it myself on the Retro Corner YouTube channel. I'm using that same thing to get my email. So I'm actually using the tools that I'm talking about in here in order to do stuff. And I plan to make a website for that when I've got 5 minutes spare. So yes, Doug said, when's the launch? It's launching on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and the price starts at $9 and a penny, like they normally do. And there's a dime sale on. Obviously, there will be a discount for Society 11 members, but we won't tell anybody about that. Oh, we're live. Oh, what a shame.
Can you have a membership area on this?
Well, like I said, it's a static website. Now, there are things that you can do, and I'll probably go into more of this, maybe on some upsells of the product that I'm working on at the moment, which is all about building the websites in the first place and building them with AI. So even though you get a page of code in front of you, you never have to touch it.
Yeah,
that's what I want to get through. So yeah, that's not quite as it stands, but you'll be able to. At some point.
You could gate an area of it with a fixed password, for example, using some. Well, I'm not techie word time, using some JavaScript, but you don't have to know anything about this stuff.
Yeah,
I'm still in a habit of going, oh, you can do that with this, because I come from a coding background. but
Yeah.
you don't need
Right.
to know any of this anymore. You
No.
really don't.
No.
Yeah,
This
you
is
don't.
a point that I've made in the book that I've just released, which is all about developing products, coding using AI, and what the key things are. If you don't know anything about programming, how you can still become a developer, a vibe coder. You're never going to have to look at or understand a line of code, but you do have to know a few things so that you produce something that is safe and secure and robust and will work.
Well, there's interesting things that you can do. I did it the other day actually on a thing I was testing, where I went to test the website out on one of these sites that will test your website, and it said there's a vulnerability in this, and I went back to the AI and I said there's a vulnerability in this. Scan the whole site for vulnerabilities and fix them, and it did. And I didn't have to
Nice.
touch it; it just did it. It was amazing. But that's using a paid option. There's a few things you'd need to do if you wanted to do it for free. And because the other thing with this as well, I've been looking at how much it costs to run dynamic websites. So static websites, sites which don't have databases, they don't really do anything. They're just a page of information that you're presenting to people. Dynamic websites are where you've got your database behind them and people can press on things and filter and do all of that sort of stuff. Now, a lot of that is being offloaded to JavaScript nowadays anyway. So there's a lot of that sort of thing that you can still do with a static website, like, filtering products and things is now basically all JavaScript. But I think it's possible to run a website for free where you get, I don't know, maybe 1,500 users a month passing through your website, which is dynamic. So that in that case, it would be a membership area or something like that. And of course, if anyone's got Product Dino, the little WordPress plugin thing that you can use for that, you don't use the WordPress plugin, but they give you some JavaScript code.
Right, JavaScript to lock a
and you
page.
can protect it through that. Yeah. So there's plenty of ways that you can get around it, and you can actually do that if you want. But this product, this is the hosting. This is the sort of like the base level, and I wanted to get that in place before I started to do the other stuff because I didn't want that to run away with me, and then to get to the end of it and go, oh, but where do you put the hosting? So this is just the hosting bit for now.
Awesome.
Nice.
So this is out on Monday, and where can people find it? What's the web address if you want to go and buy a copy on Monday?
Well, I will leave a link in Society 11, of course.
There'll be a special discount for Society 11.
There will be a special discount.
But anyone else that wishes to find it.
But it is mxtoolbox.com/products/100-free-hosting.
There we go. We will
That's
put
mouthful.
the link in the YouTube
Stick the link in the description
and all of that when we publish this. So we'll be good. So there we go. And of
I'm
course,
glad you didn't say bit.ly/buy my stuff.
yeah. And of course, also,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you are an affiliate marketer and you have an audience for this kind of thing, then there is then hit up Mr. Stephen, or there's a JV page. All the information's on there. The demo site.
Anyone who's in Society 11, if you want to, message me and say I'm in Society 11, you can do that in school now, obviously. Then and if I haven't approved you for some reason in the past, it's just because I don't know what your username on Warrior Plus is. So hit me up and I'll make sure you get approved for anything, because this time it's felt a bit different. There doesn't seem to be as many affiliates around at the moment, and I'm wondering. I mean, I've been on Facebook to do it, so I don't know if people have moved off onto something else. But it does seem to be a lot quieter than it has been. So.
Well, I mean, now
just to see how this goes.
With easy deal builder AI, I can't imagine why.
I'm hardly on Facebook now, as people know. So I am, and I've been really good. I'm like really not going on there. And then it was 5 minutes a day. I didn't check it at all yesterday, I don't think. But later on today, I'll pop on for 5 or 10 minutes just in case there's anything urgent, and then straight off again. And I think I think by the end of the year, I'm going to be in a position where I'm going, why do I need this? And just doing the deactivate my account.
I
Well,
still
I've
use
got
instant
the chat.
messenger. So.
Yeah, I still use messages for a few things, for a few people. I've got that really, I suppose, to keep in touch with the few affiliates that are still on there, because there are some. And the other thing I was going onto Facebook for was Society 11. I don't post much on there at all. And there's no point in reading it because it's all a swamp of other people trying to promote their products. So, you know, I've missed my family's posts and things. I have to get that news from mum because you can do it face to face, but I can't find feeds on there or anything like that. So
this thing, I just got my real family and friends. I'm going, you've all got my phone number, you've got my email, you not only got my business emails, you've got my private email I don't give out to other people. They've got everything, right? So I'm like, that's how to contact me. And friends are the same. They've all got ways of contacting me. And I was just like, I didn't mind in the day when Facebook was a lot about that, but it's just become a cesspool of nonsense. And you just kind of scroll in, just this is all rubbish. There's nothing here I'm interested in. There's nothing, and I don't really care that a friend of mine had a coffee this morning. That's what really changed my fucking life.
Don't forget about the Danish, though. The Danish was the killer part.
Oh yeah.
There's something else about the whole Facebook thing is that I don't feel connected to it anymore, because it used to be you jump on there and you'd see what your friends were doing, and now you don't. So what's the point in using it? And the few months that I've had off, it just really sort of cemented in my mind that actually affiliate sales aren't all that great. And I've been saying that for a long time. I just haven't done anything about it. And I kind of, you know, how do you move into different territories and different things?
Well, you know that I started taking an approach whereby I will roll out a product, I will promote it to my own audience, that will get the initial sales. And then if I've done it on Warrior Plus, I'm on the thing, I then find I get actual affiliates who really get, oh shit, this thing's at number 3 today. What is it? All that looks good.
Better have a look.
I get far more, and then they promote that day. Then there's no waiting. They just get on with it. And
I'm hoping that might happen for this.
Yeah.
The other thing, of course, is that, you know, when you have a product which has got a good name or has got some good examples in that people can see, oh, it does this, and this is an example of what it does. That tends to help anyway.
Yeah.
So hopefully it means that you get a better conversion. If you get better conversions, then you'll get, you know, more likely to be seen by people, and that's another way to get people on board. But a bit worried about this one. But
well, I also think the whole thing's changing because everyone wants, and we're the worst. Marketers are the worst, right? We always get on the cutting edge of it. But everyone wants everything in an instant, and now, and because they're getting into that mentality, there is less and less planning on launch dates, and people aren't thinking weeks ahead anymore. I'm not. I don't think weeks ahead anymore.
It's weird, isn't it? Well, I mean, the other thing is I've put 2
everything moves so
on my
quick.
list.
If I've got a hot idea and a hot training, I know.
You want to put it out now, don't you?
Well, plus it's like I don't pretend with my audience. You buy a product off me today that's all about some current AI. Of course, in 6 months it's going to be completely obsolete, right? Because AI is advancing at such a rate. But the point is that there are a lot of people that need to know how to take this action right now because they're leaving money on the table if they don't. And that's that they're going, well, I don't know what tool to use and what prompts to put in and I can help with that. I can go, this is what I'm doing right now. I've already done all the fucking research. There it is. I've written it all out for you. Give me $30. The information's yours. And I can crack on. So it's become a much what's happening now marketplace, the AI thing. You see, what's interesting, if you were in another niche, like the niches I'm in that are like new age woo-woo stuff, we're selling the same shit, same stuff. Nothing changed. People are still buying PDFs. People still get excited to get a personalized chart in a PDF format delivered to their exchange for an email.
It's different.
You try doing that in IM now. Get my latest PDF
Yeah.
on this. Fuck off, not interested. Who
Yeah.
wants a PDF? That's yesterday's news. No one
Yeah.
wants a PDF now.
I want an interactive PDF with GIFs and videos.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. That there isn't a good way of embedding video and things in PDFs that let you click on the videos and then jump to different bits of the thing.
Right.
'Cause Steve Jackson and Ian Livingston would have a field day, but it'd be fun.
Yeah, they would. They would. We almost got there with some of the mobile formats. The Amazon format lent itself to that because it was a hyperlinked document. But
I mean, you were nearly there with Flash, because I used to program in ActionScript, so
and then that
I'm
went.
aware of what that could do. And then Apple came out and said, no, we're not going to support it, and it just killed it.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
faster than instant?
Yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Time travel profits. That's my next product. You too could have already made money this time last week if you.
That's right.
Bought it, which you haven't done, but if you buy it now, you can.
So what you can
Get
do,
your
buy it
commissions
tomorrow,
at 88
travel
miles
back,
an hour.
Yes.
buy it tomorrow, travel back in time 3 months before you really need the money. Use our strategy.
Yeah. Someone.
Well,
will
you
do
know,
it.
I mean, we went to 3 clicks, and then we got to make money in 2 clicks allegedly on some products that were out
Push
there.
a button. Push a button.
And amazing that the world's already not full of millionaires with those products out there.
Yeah.
It's true.
But, yeah.
I'm hoping this does better than the last one, because the last one didn't sell at all. Less than 100 sales, I think, on the last one, which is crazy. But then
Mm.
you just have to roll with it and
Yeah.
get on with the next thing.
That's it.
Exactly. And the thing is with this is that this for you is going to become a part of a bigger thing anyway.
Yeah.
So, which is a nice way.
I have had a thought about taking everything I'm doing with the website stuff, because I've got a degree in multimedia. I kind of know the stuff. Taking all of that and making a 3K course with it, because people would buy it.
Yes.
Because there's enough there that you would get a lot of value from it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You can. Well, we talked about. We're not going to get into that now because this is a subject for Inside Society 11 on Wednesday, and we're well over time. But thanks for joining us on today's live. And there will be 10 o'clock tonight inside the schoolroom. There will be a hangout at 4 o'clock Central Time,
5 Eastern.
And I'm usually there for an hour or 2. Do drop in and say hello. It is we talk real business, but also a bit of general social chat. Normally end up talking about what we're doing and what I want to quiz Mr. Stephen later on some of these new handhelds. So that'll probably happen. But anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us live. If you've got any questions, anything you want to ask, you know where to ask it. Inside the School Group. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Adios.